This guy made millions in Web3 without ads, without launches, without pitching. Just one offer. So good people applied to buy it. Alex Becker, a figure entrepreneur, founder of Neo Tokyo, and today I'll break down how he used Alex Hormozzi's 100M offers formula to pull it off and how you can copy it for your project. So, how does Becker actually make money from Neo Tokyo? Most people think it's just another alpha group, but in reality, it's a status-based scarcity-filled machine built using this offer formula from Alex Hormozzi's 100M offers. And he's not the only one using it. Hormozzi scaled gym launch to 30 million in revenue using this. Russell Brunson, Iman Gadzhi, and even Web3 founders are applying it to communities, token launches, and SaaS products. This framework works everywhere because it's built on human psychology. Now, let me show you how Becker uses it and how you can too. So guys, here's the whole framework we will go through, and yeah, let's look at it. Here's Neo Tokyo, Alex Becker, and 100M offers and how he applied this formula to make millions and millions of dollars. So let's dive into it. Okay, so first we have something called dream outcome. So key here is that you check what does the customer actually wants. In his case, the people who join the group become a respected insider in crypto, get early access to 10x or 100x opportunities, and never be ignored again. Here we play on status, wealth, and community. So why this step works? Because it triggers belonging and superiority, which is very important on Maslow's status level, and it creates identity pool. I'm not a bystander, I'm a chosen one. People don't want just results, they want a result with recognition. Okay, so if we move now on to the second part of the formula, we have a perceived likelihood of success. So how do we make them trust it will work? Here we divide this into three parts. Do they understand the mechanism clearly? So in Becker's case, what Neo Tokyo does to raise this, they build exclusivity via application model. So Neo Tokyo didn't mint their NFTs in the usual way. You had to go through a multi-day puzzle plus game to earn the spot. This created the impression only high-Q real builders are in there. And the second part of this perceived likelihood of success formula is, do they trust you? So how did Neo Tokyo play this? Basically, they created a publicly curated identity. Every citizen has traits, job role, rarity, DNA tags, or whatever it is. So their NFT proves your status, creates public accountability, and make it feel like a vetted inner circle, not just another mint. So the last part of the formula for perceived likelihood of success is that you do testimonials, some proof, and have good positioning. Now, how does Neo Tokyo apply this? Basically, Becker has a lot of authority and hype on YouTube and Twitter, so they leverage that. So Alex constantly pushes, I don't care about floor price, this is for builders. He makes it clear this is not for normies. That tone filters the room and signals if you're in, you're probably going to make it. For this second part of the formula, what happens is that exclusivity equals trust and equals confidence. By making the entry hard and Becker the face of it, people believe this must work because it's not built for the masses. Psychological rule of scarcity and authority, which boost perceived of success. Now, if we move on to a third part of the formula, which is time delay, how long until they see the result. So how does the Neo Tokyo handles the time delay? Basically, they created something called identity shift, where you change your PFP and it becomes a signal. Your Twitter bio says Neo Tokyo citizen, and it delivers the social proof and identity of success instantly, even if the ROI takes the time. So what they did very well for the second part is they open immediate access to high signal rooms where you can find deal flow, startup pitches, private calls, and networking. You are not longer waiting to get noticed, you are in the room day one. And for the last part, they layered long-term upside. Becker teases future utility for citizens, regular jobs, bounties, and builder opportunities keep coming, but early status and connection hits instantly. Now again, what this does for third part of our formula is people are addicted to fast wins. Neo Tokyo gives emotional return on investment instantly, so the status, and financial return on investments later, so the deal access token upside, which activates dopamine hit, I finally made it, social validation, and identity anchoring. Um, and now for the last part of the formula, which is effort and sacrifice. How hard does it feel for your customer? So how does the Neo Tokyo does this? Basically, Neo Tokyo minimalizes effort while framing it as elite. The puzzle was the filter, not the path, so the initial mint required a game puzzle to get in, but once inside, they have no complicated DAO governance, no constant Discord grind, just access and signals. So effort equals entry filter, no ongoing workload. Pre-built network no-call outreach. Instead of hunting for co-founders, founders, and developers, you join a curated room of high-signal builders to save months of effort. They didn't have to build network. Neo Tokyo was the network. No content creation required, many get rich in crypto, strategies required, thread writing, personal branding, constant marketing. Neo Tokyo flipped it. You get status and access without being loud on the timeline, low effort, high return. And what this does psychologically, again, at this point, this speaks basically to builders who are tired of chasing virality, founders who want leverage without sacrificing privacy, and operators who want a shortcut to credibility, not another job. And again, here we have our full now value equation, okay, which we went just through right now. So value equation goes something like this. Value equals dream outcome, which stands for what does the buyer, your ideal customer, ultimately want in their ideal world that you offer helps them achieve. X, perceived likelihood. So how confident is the buyer that your offer will work for them? The higher this is, the more valuable your offer becomes. Divided by time delay, how fast does your offer deliver the dream outcome? The shorter the delay, the more attractive the offer becomes. X, effort and sacrifice, which stands for how much work, pain, or learning curve does the buyer need to endure to get the outcome. The less effort, the more valuable the offer becomes. And lastly, we have the final structure or direct call to action and transactional call to action, which we already cover and you can pull from your story brand. From my previous video, you can check it out, link in the description, and how to build your brand so your customers will listen more and you have clear branding. Okay, this helps make the offer even more irresistible. You will include here guarantees or risk reversal, scarcity, so limited spots, time, supply, urgency, fast action bonus countdown, bonuses, stacked extras with names plus value. You will name your offer so it has its own identity, and price framing, which is versus hiring versus future price, and so on. So what did Neo Tokyo did? Basically, they had direct call to action, solve the puzzle, join the Neo Tokyo, and Becker constantly pushed, only the worthy will figure it out. So the bonuses or the membership for Neo Tokyo equaled the private Discord access, the name was Scale Ops built, access to partner drops, Becker's personal update and alphas, and builder bounties. Each of these would normally be sold separately, but here they stacked it as perks inside the core offer. So for the third point, they had scarcity and urgency, which it's limited citizen or the limited NFTs, time sensitive minting windows, miss the drop, you are out. They named their offer Neo Tokyo, Citizen, S-grade uploads, Inner Circle. Everything is branded, so nothing is unintentional. And the price framing, it's not direct cost upfront, entry was earned, makes secondary sales seem like you are buying into elite status, and it feels earned, not bought, which is done very well. And for the last, what this step does basically, it creates a challenge which equals commitment. You are also stacking, which equals irrational perceived value. If you add branding name, it equals the tribal identity. And if you are creating some sort of scarcity, it will equals urgency loop. And at least if we have a gamified call to actions, this equals instant engagement. And last but not least, we have last part of our formula, and it is ends in success. These are four core components of Grand Slam offer. So they have dream outcome, irresistible offer, no-brainer price, and 4 belief shifting mechanism. So what success looked like in Neo Tokyo? You go from unknown founder to respected citizen, builder inside the room, someone who gets invited to pitch decks and token rises. You build a reputation just by being associated with Neo Tokyo. The social proof alone gets you in room you would never reach solo. And yeah, this is the whole part how Alex Becker made millions of dollars with this core formula and how to create your offer for your project. If you want to get done this by me, apply, link is in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you are new, and see you in my next video where we will break down how ETH founder Vitalik Buterin created his attractive character for his personal brand on X and how you can do it too. Thank you guys for watching and see you in next video. Bye.